For once, a video with commentary that actually means something. These are going to be things that you need to remember throughout the rebuild that you should definitely take note of. How the pistons line up. How everything fits together. Bushings that need to be changed. How the tire setup is. How the steering is going to work. This is a good setup. It feels good. This whole setup needs to be replaced. But it's just one piece. The rest of the connections are good enough to reuse. Just replacing all the little bushings. More bushings to replace. Replacing all the suspension. The front piece doesn't look too damaged. It looks like this shit was oiled regularly. So that shouldn't be a problem. Still replacing the front end should be optimal. The gas tank, I don't know if we're gonna move. We may move it just for simplicity's sake, but I am gonna have an aluminum shell over the end of this. The foot pedals need to be, well, it's a good setup. It's a real good setup. You can see how that's wired real easy to the back of the bike, or the back of the buggy. The way the wiring is set up, I like this hose. This hose is a good idea. Maybe just spray paint it. You've got the brake cylinder and how that shit's set up. We've already got the brake idea from the other bike, so that shouldn't be a big issue. There's no brakes in the front from what it looks like. There may have been at one point with the way this line is running from the brake cylinder, but I don't think we're gonna keep that because I want to put disc brakes on it. The transmission's gotta go. I love the stick shift. The stick shift will stay. It'll be different, but it'll stay. I'll maybe figure out how to set it up to where I can use that stick shift even with the new motor. The rear, alright, well, I'll see why that stayed. This is garbage. The back frame isn't. The back frame is gonna stay. It's the engine case, so it has to stay. I want the way this is set up. I like how high it is. I was thinking about making it higher, but who knows? There's still many options to deal with. Replacing the back shocks. The arm looks okay. There's not a lot of rust damage. That's the worst I've seen on the whole bike. But you could just replace shit like that. I mean, I might just replace it anyway. It's because the pipe comes out the side. So the whole thing might just come right off with a couple of bolts. This side doesn't have the shock. Lights, it'll have custom LED shit. Again with the brakes back here, I'm going with disc brakes. I'm gonna take all this shit out of here. There's just gonna be a chain here, maybe in the center, and then it's gonna have the disc brakes set up to the foot brake up there, and that's how that's gonna work. It'll have reverse, it'll have everything. The shifter's already set up for reverse, but I don't think the engine that I got with it is gonna work at all. There's a lot of damage, but everything, I mean, it looks okay. It's just not in good condition. I've got a custom motor for it anyway, so I'm not really concerned. Just use it for ideas. I've got an extra front end piece for it, just in case I find something wrong with that. I think that one's in a lot worse condition considering the rust. It already ate through one of the shocks over there. The brakes seem to be okay, but still, it's all getting replaced anyways. If I can use spare pieces on this, I will. If not, no hard feelings. It's just extra shit. The tires I won't use. I might keep these for Louisiana. Super swampers. The e-brake, that's a good idea too. That'll be there. I may set up like a dual disc brake setup. 2 different lines running to do 2 different pistons off the foot brake. That way I'll be able to stop everything the right way. Who knows, this might just turn into a real big project. Well, it already is.